What becomes of the NFC next year? This was already by far the weaker division, certainly as far conference, I should say, certainly as far as quarterbacks are concerned. So if you take Rodgers out of it, and Brady is now taking himself out of it, what becomes the team to beat in the NFC next year? I mean, these are the quarterbacks who were in the playoffs this year. You see Dak Prescott, he's still there. Stafford should be back. They should have a lot of the pieces back together in L.A. Kyler Murray, the ups and downs. Jimmy Garoppolo, we assume, will be gone. Jalen Hurts, the Eagles have a lot of draft capital. You could throw some other teams in that mix if you want, but let's go to it here and think it through. Bart Scott, assuming Rodgers goes to the AFC, who is the team to beat in the NFC next year?
Well, football is about windows, and as one window closes, another one opens. So I think this is the window for Matthew Stafford and the Rams to kind of have a little run where they can try and run it back to back. Now, they have to get the first one, but if they get the first one, I don't see any way that they can't get a second one. They are all in. They pushed all their chips into the middle.
Dan Graziano, go through who they will get back. I know Odell Beckham is a question mark as far as the really big players on that team, because they're top heavy, right? They've gone out and gotten a lot of stars, and those guys cost a lot of money. Which ones will and will not be back?
Yeah, I mean, the core, I think, is there. I mean, Aaron Donald is signed long term. They probably have to address the offensive line at some point. We know Andrew Whitworth is 40 years old. I mean, he's a miracle. It wouldn't be surprising if he kept playing, but at some point they'll need to replace that. But, yeah, I mean, I'm with Bart. I think right now, based on the fact that they're in the Super Bowl and Stafford is not going anywhere, and they could re-sign Odell Beckham for sure. He likes it there. You have to favor the rent. Look, I mean, Arizona could continue to ascend, right? Seattle could bounce back. Rams division is tough, but I think you have to look at their roster right now, the godfather of NFL coaching, Sean McVay, and say that the Rams are the favorite in the NFC from this point.
I'm looking. I'm not sure what you're showing me here. Let me go to Tannenbaum very quickly. Tannenbaum, who's the team to beat in the NFC next year?
Your favorite offseason team, the Dallas Cowboys, Greeny.
Oh.
For a lot of the reasons these guys just said. Whitworth is 40 years old. OBJ, Von Miller likely won't be back. They're the most talented team, guys. When you think about Green Bay is going to take a step back, Tampa's going to take a step back. They were the 3 seed. They're going to have their nucleus back. I think they're clearly the best team in the NFC, and we'll see what happens with the Rams. Give them credit, but they are not built for sustained success. The Dallas Cowboys are.
Attaboy, Tannenbaum. Someone understood the assignment. Damian Woody, what's the right answer?
What's the same success from the Cowboys? Oh, man, no, it's the Rams. It's the Rams. Listen, we talked about the window. The Rams have pushed their chips all the way in.
Let me change the question.
They'll get back Robert Woods next year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's another piece.
Let me change the question. If Sean Payton was the coach of the Cowboys this year, would your answer change? Would there be a different helmet underneath your name?
Ooh. I might have to roll that way. If Sean Payton is the coach of the Cowboys, I might have to go with the Cowboys.
I'm just saying, and it doesn't appear that it's going that way. It does not appear a coaching changes in the offing, but just think how much of a difference that might make in what everyone up here has to say. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.